Hello and welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 6th of March for the Sun or the Ascendant. As ever, I'm going to give you the standout features to look out for, and of course there are two massive ones this week with Saturn's arrival in the sign of Pisces. But please stay with me because I will dive deep to give you each of the 12 zodiac signs from Aries through to Pisces in forensic detail. But this introduction gives you a perspective of what we're collectively going to experience this week. And of course, the standout is the arrival of Saturn in Pisces. But this coincides with the full moon in the sign of Virgo. Each year, the Virgo full moon asks us to balance the more perceptive, emotional and spiritual dimension of the sun in the sign of Pisces with the more practical and physical plane of Virgo. So if we're investing too much time and energy in really speculating about what we would like, Pisces, but not taking the action to go through the processes, Virgo, then that is going to create a degree of inertia. So getting an attunement between the physical and the spiritual planes is the key to the next 2 weeks. But Mars is pretty close to a T-square between the 2 points. So I think it's possible that some secrets and information can spill out into the open and in quite an abrasive way. Mars, of course, is a very impatient influence, particularly in the sign of Gemini, which is to do with words, messages, communication. So Pisces being in the 12th house is more to do with secrets. So anything to do with work or health, I feel that there will be information coming into the public domain over the next 2 weeks that could cause some shocks. But also, Uranus is in the mix on this particular full moon, encouraging us to look at things in a fresh and different way. And in fact, later this week, it's Mercury's turn in the sign of Pisces to link in a very productive way with Uranus. So if we use the energy of Pisces to listen to our intuition, but take action in a more grounded, earthy way through the guise of the moon in Virgo or Uranus in Taurus, that's how we're going to make the most of this week. Now, if you're a returning viewer to my channel, thank you so much for joining me once more. If you're new here, it's great to have you with us. Please comment and interact. I do interact with all comments that are made. This is very much a community, and please like and subscribe. So Leo, your week commencing the 6th of March forecast suggests that ins and outs around finances may be very much part of your thinking, but you could feel a bit resentful about all of this. We've all had to be very mindful about the cost of electricity and gas and the cost of fuel for our vehicles. And all these things have felt quite oppressive. So I think the fact that Mars is interacting with this full moon suggests that you may be in the mood to push back a little bit and just go for what you need to do for yourself, which may be a jolly night out with friends, which, may actually be a real tonic. But the reality of Saturn moving into your sector of long-term shared and business resources cannot be ignored. It's going to be there initially for the first 2.25 years. So even if you do have a blowout this week, pretty soon, particularly with Venus and Jupiter being in your sister fire sign of Aries, which is a great place for them to be, very jolly, very bubbly. So with Mars, they may be kind of saying to you, look, especially with Venus and Mars in such a sweet link with one another, that the social side of things is going to be important to you this week. But there could be some kind of renewal, insurance or taxation issue that comes up unexpectedly, but frustratingly. But with Uranus in the mix, in a potentially positive way, if you can think outside of the box when it comes to your professional situation, your goals or employment, there could be something that just happens really quick that actually could throw up some really exciting potential solutions when it comes to your income.